Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Juna!
Lady Juna!
Faraway sky, blue and clear, echo my wish, so that all may hear. One and all born to this land, as here we stand. Let us greet the rising dawn, hand in hand. Faraway sky. Faraway sky so clear. Let my wish echo far beyond the shore.
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78th Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden! Victory to Sanctifex Forden!
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Guido!
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly. But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctus have in this race? Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, Crier! Where's Count Louise?
Right, all right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering?
Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right, all right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound.
Him? So he was one of Luis's men.
The fallen king embraced sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you! What our country needs is power!
Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Kraus. In it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden. Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea. Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Wow. If we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey! What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
So, contestants, are you ready?
What? Last, I say! Wait! Found your behave!
A land runner?
It's quick!
Wait, it's headed right for the...
It'll crash! Whoa!
What the heck is that?
Wonderful. So much for a first impression.
What ho? Isn't he a marvel, chums?
You dolt! You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have a care, you fool. It was bad enough when Luis did it the first time. That feckless, shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all. Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin!
We must take to the road.
Come on, come on! So fast! Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
It's incredible!
I ended up standing out more than I expected. I've gained a lot of interest, but I only consider this a part of my mission to aid the prince.
Just a sec.
Whoa, what's with this thing? Is that their carriage?
Can you hear me?
Shall I run her along the main road then? The others seem to be doing this as much. You're just as crazy as this runner. I'll take the compliment, little lady. Now let's have some coordinates for a little test run. What is happening right now?
See.
Wanna go to a place called Martira? Old Castle Town, I think? Should we way south? That's 1, 2, 3, 4 days to get there. Every campsite marks a day. It should be a pleasant trip.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. Martira, here it is. Down to Martira. On this cross legs, I'd say that'd be 4 days, 3 nights about. 4 days and 3 nights. It's a great deal faster than a carriage, and surely the roads will be safer at that kind of speed. Badly good. Now send to bridges, chaps. Full steam ahead to Martira, old Castle Town.
This is amazing! I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft. I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me that? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
So this is what you use to talk with the driver? Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? I'm not in this for the money, boy. What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good chinwag.
Brilliant, isn't it?
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg. Can we get an explanation yet?
That man is Neurus. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable.
Fair. I mean, look at these things. They're so cool.
Neurus? Are you there? I'm coming in. Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
Too much to do.
As always. To business, then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
It is not a new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
But pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it. Off with you now. Leave me be.
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
Good God. Is this a gauntlet? Gauntlet Runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Nuras, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders? You cannot mean...
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and... well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
Mercy, please! Look, take my head if you must, milady. But leave the Balliol runner alone.
Look, this runner... it is fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate. For both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Eh? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
'Tis no scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where, last I heard. So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness... Is His Highness still alive? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay His mercy.
Understood.
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world.
I think. Maybe.
How encouraging.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
If we die together.
Well, if we die, we all die together.
Ha! The boy's bold as brass.
'Tis not an invitation, you dolt. Eyes on the road.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and greasework. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
Very true.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Brilehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely. Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's.
Yeah.
I do understand the intent. What do you think of this plan?
I mean, I feel like a lot of us would imagine a child kidnapper as a monster, so I trust all of you.
I trust all of you completely.
Good enough for me. A captain's got to trust his crew, after all. The bounty's Heismay, an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back.
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet, 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster. Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant. Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Strohl.
Thank you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
Alright, we made our plans for today.
Righto. Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the Gauntlet Runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine. After all, the wilds out there are no berry picnic. Oh no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And we'll not get past it without days on the road together. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. We'll get used to him, I suppose.
Oh, I already love him. God, Nuras is the fucking best. I adore this man. The Gauntlet Runner. The Gauntlet Runner has various areas for different activities, such as the strategy room, the lounge, and the kitchen. You can also visit Academia by finding more and interacting with them. Let's visit the engine room first. Take your time and have a look around your way there.
Oh, yeah?
I've never been in a Gauntlet Runner. Kinda wanna see what the engine room's like. So, essentially, we're gonna do the full exploration tomorrow. Just to explain everything. But for today, there's a few things I wanna do. One, if you head down to the pantry every once in a while, you'll find random ingredients. There's some Badoo and Redegrass. I wonder who left them here. I could use these for cooking. Yoink. Mine now. How y'all feeling? Carriage can't begin to compete with the Gauntlet Runner speed. I suppose they've earned their reputation. That I'm in constant fear of losing my lunch is far from ideal, but once I'm used to it, I'm sure the journey will be pleasant. This emotion's a lot, but this will do nicely. The runner makes a smooth ride at least. Eccentricities aside, he's certainly earned his title as court engineer. That said, I'm more concerned with its unseen workings. I do hope he hasn't made any, dubious additions. Or created liberties. If you try to go out to the cockpit appears to be up above here. Mind the rope, lad! Wouldn't want you going overboard. Perhaps I should stay away for now. Yeah, probably for the best. Anyways, Gallagher wanted to check the engine room real quick. If we go down here, oh, well, would you look at that? Huh, it's locked. Yeah, that does not bode a good sign. I don't even remember if there's anything behind that door. I think it gets locked. Might be Norse's tools and stuff. But yeah. Any more? Do you need a seat or anything? Wait! Oh my, he has reading glasses! I didn't even realize that. Well, I guess you don't need them. You're writing just fine. Dork. So we'll explore and see all the activities for tomorrow. Here's the engine room if you're curious. We'll just head in here now.
This?
I wonder what makes this thing run. First time on a Gauntlet Runner, eh? Let me change that. Whoa, that scared me. Looks like that pipe's in here too. Call the gut runner phone. There's one in every room. Now, I believe I heard you speculating on the old girl's inner workings. Gauntlet runners do magma crystal that fuels the run, you see. Used to be you'd take your life in your hands when you traveled the wilds. Then, thanks to the kingdom's greatest mind, the Gauntlet runner was born. The runner's actual legs are based on a colossal beast, made for zero momentum loss, even on the toughest terrain. Among other things, I modified this craft with a bit more zip and speed, and they're a step closer to my dream. What dream? Long story, my girl. It's told to a captain audience with no plans for the next few days and nights. Never mind then. Maybe some other time? Anyways, still plenty about the old girl. That's a work in progress. By the time I'm done, she'll have some new tricks. You just watch. It'll be sunset before long, so start thinking about bedding down for the night. Can't run in the dark, and the old girl needs as much rest as we do. Gauntlet Runner activities. You'll continue towards your destination while spending time on the Gauntlet Runner. Utilize its facility to obtain items, raise abilities, or do other things you wouldn't be able to do in town. This is one of my favorite things in this game. It's literally just a sick road trip where you can do a ton of stuff while you're traveling to your destination, and it feels so cool, and it's genius because it really makes the country feel fucking ginormous. Like, we're taking 4 days just to get to a random town. Isn't that cool? I think it's cool. Anyways, try using the kitchen, reading books at the bookshelf, or using the washing machine. More activities will become available over time. You'll also spend time with your allies while traveling, which may help to improve your virtues. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. So, actually, I'm curious what Gallic has to say. Yeah, I didn't realize how long it's been since we took a well-earned break. Hey, what are you trying to do here? Never mind. I'll explain what every single activity does tomorrow, because I'm not in the mood. Because we've already spent like, what, almost half an hour just watching cutscenes. Well, you can listen to me ramble for 10 minutes tomorrow. Ugh, I feel drunk. Don't vomit here. I'll survive. I can handle the swaying in the carriage, but this is another beast. Since I'll need to learn to endure it. Ugh, I feel sick. Hulkenberg?
Speaking of...
Notice said he got the kitchen up and running. If you're hungry, would you fancy a meal? I already consider myself a chef of any great skill, but Strohl said he wanted to try some of my recipes. The recipes he learned at the Hush Honeybee. Maybe another time. Today, we're just gonna read some books. I love reading books. So, remember, if you watched my episode a few days ago, I mentioned there's an activity where if you don't answer correctly, you're not gonna get as many virtue points. That's it, the bookshelf. If Nora's personal collection of books, they're too technical for me to understand. That's just a cool detail. These books are a mess. We should clean this up at some point. Damn, he really is a nerd. Anyways, the bookshelf. The bookshelf is lined with interesting books. The books I could read are The New World Travel Diary and Pride and Persuasion. I know some of you classic literature buffs got the reference with this one. Okay, so New World Travel Diary will raise imagination, and Pride and Persuasion will raise eloquence. Since we're on the move, we're visiting a bunch of new places, let's read the New World Travel Diary. We don't really know much about the world, so it might do us some good. This appears to be a fictional chronicle of a boy's journey in a fantastical place called the New World. God damn it, is this a Brave New World? I fucking hate that book. I'm being serious here, by the way. I hate Brave New World. That shit pissing me off. Whatever. Seems like a book that really expanded mind. Want to read it together over by the window? Then again, I read that book when I was like, what, fucking 12, 13? I didn't even understand it. If I read this book, I may gain more imagination. Can we spend some time reading the book? Sure.
Actually?
To be honest with you, I've realized something. There's so many things in this world which, very simply, I don't understand. There's so many things I've learned since we started traveling together. So, for this first reading of it, you want to answer, you've matured. You've really matured.
What?
What are you saying? That was immature before? It's not like you knew any more about the world than I did. Hey Alexander, I know this time we're traveling for a mission, but if all goes well, I want to go on another journey where I'm free to do what I want. Maybe I'll write a book about it.
So then...
Should I write a book about our travels?
Sweet!
Good idea! Just make sure to include me as a co-author, alright? Of course, if I want to contribute further to whatever you do in the future, I'll have to keep working hard. Well, can you think of anything I can do to help you out? Teach me more. Just teaching me and telling me things is great. I'm not really all that knowledgeable, though. If that's how you feel, though, I'll gladly tell you every insight I have. With everything we've gone through recently, I realize that knowledge is an invaluable asset. I want to keep experiencing new wonders, so let's never stop learning together. This conversation kind of went off in a unique direction, huh? Let's keep reading the book for a bit. It describes a new world. If a place other than this really exists, I'd like to go visit it someday. I agree. I feel like my imagination has expanded after conjuring up various ideas together with Gallica. Books give you a lot of points. 4. And this is pretty vital in raising imagination right now. It's taking a lot of points. Anyways, good read. There's still more pages left in this book though. I'll have to pick it up from here next time.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon, and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
Desert camp. Bleh. I said desert camp, blah blah blah. My list is worse than usual today. Establishing an encampment. At night, the vast wilderness outside is ensconced in darkness. Forcing your way through the unmarked terrain is very dangerous, even with a stalwart gauntlet runner, since, well, you might crash into something. Instead, establish camp somewhere safe. You can resume your travels the next morning. While at an encampment, you can use any of the facilities on the gauntlet runner like usual, but you can also reminisce about your journey with your allies. Give it a try. 3 days until we reach Martira. Our first time camping in a gauntlet runner? I'm kinda excited! But it'll be a long night, so why not spend some time relaxing with someone? Hey, pleasure to finally meet you in person. Oh, how's the ride, eh? Smooth as butter, luxurious at the palace, awe-inspiring, tear-jerking? Absolutely. This runner's such a guilty pleasure. Though credit where it's due, my tinkering certainly helped make her what she is. Though, full disclosure, that's all thanks to a little mechanism I whipped together that keeps her legs from sinking into the dunes. Wouldn't have to worry about the trainer, she should just fly, but that's a story for another day. Off you go. Better get your 40 winks. A story for another time, you better rest. So, at the campfire, you see the little red orb and that little chirping? No, it's not a golden beetle. It is. Insects gathering by the campfire. Oh, apparently you can eat these bugs. Well, according to Hulkenberg, anyway. Ugh, I guess I should try catch one. A dream eater moth. That one. I caught one of the bugs gathered by the campfire. When it's my turn to cook, I should use that as an ingredient. Listen to me. Listen to me. Get the bugs whenever you can. No matter if it's a blue one, it's usually common. A red one is usually a dream eater moth, and oh my god. They're not quite rare, but because you can only get them... What was I saying? Oh yeah, since you can only get like one a day and you only have a chance to get it, and they're used in some really, really good recipes, you're gonna want to grab them as often as you can. Anyways, what was that? My assistants. What's a tangent? You can read another book at night as well. I would not recommend it. Because, well, Hulkenberg or Strohl are available to chat with. Now, I honestly say, let's do Strohl for tonight. Oh my god, I didn't even show this off. Ooh, nice view. Look at all the particles in the air, all the magla. Well, that shouldn't start. What the fuck was that? I swear to God, I saw something like whoosh in the sky. Weird. Anyways, how do I get back out? Look, I haven't played this in a minute. Is this it? Yeah, called it. So yeah, if you speak with any of your party members during the evening, you can increase your imagination when it's done by, well, recounting your journeys. Hey, are you looking for something to do? My weapons are as sharp as they're gonna get, and I'm not up to much. Care to keep me company for a while? By recalling the past and planning for the future with Strohl, maybe I can hone my imagination. Should I spend time with Strohl? Hell yeah.
No then.
So next up in Martira. Feels like just yesterday when I first arrived in the royal capital. So much has happened in such a short span of time. I met you, we went over to the northern fortress and awakened to a mysterious power. I once thought magic like this only existed in heroic tales of times long past.
Speaking of
which, I've been thinking that perhaps this is the same power that hero kings once used? If that's the case, then why do you think there's so many of them that meet miserable ends? I mean, I don't know. Power isn't everything. They had no allies. Power isn't everything.
Oh, I see.
Ah, I see. Kings, they had to govern their people and maintain the peace. Martial might alone wouldn't help you there. Perhaps it's not a matter of how much power you have, but how you choose to wield it. Moreover, we got more than one power at our disposal, and on top of that, we've got allies who share these abilities as well. We continue to master these archetypes, and maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to surpass the great heroes, kings of old. Though all this does make me wonder just how many more of these powers are still out there. I felt my imagination grow as Strohl and I discussed the challenges still ahead of us.
Alright.
This also gives you a lot of imagination, which is greatly appreciated. Come now, it's too early for bed. Let's talk some more. Good night, ladies and gents. Strohl and I talked for a while.